School ranking, academics, tuition cost, all factors in the big decision of picking a college. But for South Carolina high school senior Grace, add the state's abortion laws.
I'm not comfortable with being in a state that doesn't value who I am or value my rights as a person.
Did that surprise you at all when your daughter brought that up?
It did. I'm like, the weather, what kind of campus, sports, what are the dorms like? You're not looking at lists of which campuses are in states that are more female friendly when it comes to reproductive rights.
The family asked us not to use their last name, concerned this story could impact Grace's admissions chances. But they join a growing trend. A Gallup survey shows 73% of young adults say reproductive health laws are a factor in their decision on where to enroll in college. And a quarter of students ruled out institutions solely due to the political policies in a state.
I thought, this child has no concept of money.
Grace has offers for scholarships in conservative-leaning states.
What was your thought when you did get that scholarship and into Alabama?
I was happy about it, but it kind of made me a little bit anxious. I started looking into politics in Alabama a little bit more.
We argued about it quite a bit. Your dad's response was roll tide. And so I'm like, roll tide, Grace.
Sarah Harbison is a college admissions counselor and says for some of her clients, changing state laws are a part of the discussion.
I don't think we have more liberal students or more conservative students. I think we have a more vocal college-bound population. And when they say that politics matters, state politics, I think they really mean it.
She says finances are still most parents' top concern.
Our plan at the moment is to wait until all of the decisions are in, and we will discuss, each point. The money, we will discuss how comfortable she feels in that state, and then we'll just make a decision from there.
An early lesson in higher education. Savannah Sellers, NBC News.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.